offensive and said that that the Ukrainians have suffered heavy losses. Well, to discuss all of this, joining me now is Sergei Leshchenko. He's advisor of President's Chief of Staff. Thank you so much, Sergei, for joining us here on the program. I want you to first respond to President Putin's remarks that they're running short of ammunition, but also that Ukraine's counteroffensive is not going according to plan.
It's Ukrainians to decide, is it according to plan or not, but what is true that counteroffensive is not easy to go because, first of all, it is a strong enemy of Ukraine, Russia. It's a nuclear state and they have a lot of ammunition produced during last decades. And for Ukrainian army to be strong, we're looking forward to get more support from Western partners. And what is true also is that Ukraine is trying to make counteroffensive, but at the same time Russia to continue aggression against Ukraine. They crashed today buildings in Odessa, in peaceful city on the Black Sea. 3 people died. Also they hit Kramatorsk, Konstantinovka, small cities in Donbass where I was yesterday.
Yeah, tell us about that because you're in Donbass. What's the situation like there?
On Donbass it's at the same time counteroffensive from Ukrainian side and offensive operation from Russia. So in some cities, some villages, Ukraine has a progress. At the same time, Russia escalates situation on another frontline areas in Donbass specifically, because for Putin, he has declaration of this war that he wants to defend. No one asked him to defend, but he started this war to defend people of Donbass, which is, of course, maybe the biggest fake of 21st century. But
are there people in the Donbass?
They don't want Putin to come.
Are there people, though, in the Donbass that support the Russians?
I believe now all Ukrainians understand that Russia is not just enemy, but people who came to Ukrainian land to destroy everything what is there. They want to destroy Ukrainian state, they want to destroy Ukrainian spirit, but also ordinary houses, ordinary buildings, ordinary factories. They hit just university today in Odessa, for instance. One of the schools was destroyed in Konstantinovka. Kramatorsk is badly shelled almost weekly, a few times during the week.
And we understand there is a death toll in Kramatorsk as well,
Yes.
3 people. We have about a minute and a half left, and I want to ask you about the railway system here in Ukraine, because of course you're a member of the supervisory board of Ukraine's railways. Railways here have been crucial to this war as well.
Railways evacuated people from eastern part of Ukraine. When war started, more than 4 million people were evacuated. I think it's the biggest evacuation in our century. But also when Russia hit Kakhovska hydropower plant, we evacuated local population from there, also using railways. And of course, this military crime would be one day in the court. I believe Putin and his cronies, his propagandists, his media, his military commanders, all of them have to sit on the same bench, and this court, I believe, will be established very soon. What is important also to understand that Russians trying to use our Ukrainian railway system on occupied territories to attack Ukraine. That is why I believe we are looking forward for more support from your countries, from our partners on the West, because this war, not just because for Ukraine, but for democratic values. And this is what also very important to add. One more point from our president and his chief of staff, Mr. Remark from yesterday, that this cruise missiles which hit yesterday Odessa and other cities, they were produced in 2023, this year, with components from Western countries.
Yes,
it means that sanctions do not work properly, and this is another call for your government to make these sanctions stronger.
Sergei Leshchenko, thank you very much for joining us. That was the advisor to the Chief of Staff of the President. We are continuing our coverage here from the Ukrainian capital about the situation right across the country, but for now, back to you in the studio.